Yo, we back in here. Yo, y'all see the t-shirt? Yeah, I got that champagne poppy. Got that boy Drake on the t-shirt, bro. Just showing that thing off. Anyways, let's get right into it. We got another video for y'all guys. Y'all know we're gonna do about 3 more. Then we're gonna take a break, go eat. Then we'll do 5 more later on today. Anyways, let's get right into it.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE/his staff. Did WWE fail to trademark Edge and Tribal Chief? Hulk Hogan's big plans for new wrestling venture. When and where is Jeff Cobb debuting? Injury news, including Tama Tonga injured, and news on Rey Mysterio's return. NXT superstar getting demoted, and more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now, let's hit the intro and get on to our first story. WWE/his staff. Topping today's news is a report that WWE has slashed more of its staff, including a major executive in creative. PW Insider recently revealed, the belief is at least 10 to 12 staffers were cut today, possibly more. There were also cuts in several departments, including creative services, photography, and more. The report indicated that Senior Vice President of Creative Writing Operations Christine Lubrano was cut. According to Inside the Ropes' Connor Renshaw, Lubrano, who had been with WWE since January 2021. During her tenure, she oversaw strategic operations for the company's creative direction. The creative teams for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT reported to Lubrano and Bruce Pritchard, who in turn reported to Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque. No details on why Lubrano was cut, but the departure of a major figure in creative is noteworthy and is bound to lead to endless speculation. WWE Crown Jewel leaving Saudi Arabia. Interesting news concerning WWE's Crown Jewel show, which traditionally has aired in Saudi Arabia. WWE has announced that 2025's Crown Jewel is headed to Perth, Australia, the home of 2024's Elimination Chamber PLE. WWE issued a press release about the event, an excerpt which follows. WWE, in partnership with the Western Australian Government through Tourism Western Australia, today announced that Crown Jewel Perth will headline a WWE weekend takeover in Perth this October. Crown Jewel Perth will take place at the RAC Arena in Perth, Western Australia on Saturday, October 11th, 2025. The venue will also host Friday Night SmackDown on Friday, October 10th, and Monday Night Raw on Monday, October 13th. WWE is also promoting what it is billing as John Cena's last appearance in Australia. In addition, there are already 2 major matches lined up for Crown Jewel Perth. Crown Jewel Perth will pit champion against champion in both the men's and the women's divisions, with last year's event seeing Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan triumph to become the inaugural Crown Jewel champions. You may recall the discussion about WWE introducing its Crown Jewel championships last year, titles which would only be defended annually. Some fans and pundits suggest that the titles were commissioned to add something special to WWE's Saudi Arabia shows, which the Saudi Sports Authority has traditionally billed as its version of WrestleMania. Apparently, WWE believes the titles are something worth keeping regardless of where Crown Jewel takes place. News on Hulk Hogan Wrestling Project. Time for an update on Hulk Hogan's upcoming wrestling project, Real American Freestyle Wrestling, aka RAF, a story that broke earlier this week. The Hulkster appeared on the morning show Fox and Friends, hyping the show with traditional Hogan finesse. Our goal is not to be competitive with Dana White and UFC or the WWE, but just to be as big or bigger because this is an underserved market. The program will reportedly feature professional freestyle wrestling, and according to Cage Side Seats, RAF will feature 8 men's weight classes and 4 women's weight classes. Former Olympian, NCAA champion, and MMA professional Ben Askren and 2-time NCAA champ Zahid Valencia anchor the men's division, while Olympic silver medalist Kennedy Blades is the face of the women's division. Hogan also caught some viewers' attention for his new look, which is reminiscent of his appearance as Hollywood Hulk Hogan during his days running the New World Order. What do you think of Hogan's involvement in this new wrestling product? Did WWE drop the ball on 2 major trademarks? Interesting news regarding 2 pieces of important intellectual property, as there are reports WWE dropped the ball with trademarks for Edge and Tribal Chief. There are conflicting reports of this following a report from WrestleTalk that a WWE trademark filing for Edge that was filed in November 2024 was deemed abandoned as of April 2025 because the applicant failed to respond or filed a late response to an office action. However, WrestleTalk updated its story. noting WWE revived its bid to save the trademark. In a new document dated today, May 1st, 2025, which obviously wasn't present when we shared the abandonment news earlier, it was noted, "The above-referenced application has been revived and will be forwarded to the appropriate section of the office for further action." Adam Copeland stopped using Edge when he jumped to AEW due to WWE owning the trademark at the time, and he debuted using the rated R Superstar, which he had access to. Copeland now goes by the name Cope, a nickname that continues to puzzle fans. In other trademark news, WWE is working to revive its trademark for Tribal Chief, with the WrestleTalk report on the Edge trademark also pointing out the same can be said for a trademark filing for Tribal Chief, which was abandoned in February after initially being filed in October, but has now been revived as of today. It's hard to believe WWE would let an intellectual property like Tribal Chief lapse. While WWE has used it long enough that it's unlikely someone could try to take the trademark, it's unknown whether WWE forgot to renew this, or this is standard practice for its IP team. If WWE did forget about these two properties, it's a bad sign for a company that seems to monetize everything under its corporate umbrella. Does Mercedes Moné have creative control in AEW? Does Mercedes Moné, aka former WWE superstar Sasha Banks, have the ability to tell AEW, "That doesn't work for me, brother"? Fans have raised questions whether Moné has creative control in AEW, as she has an incredible number of wins. Now, Fightful Select is reporting on this, noting, Fightful Select reached out to sources in the know within AEW and NJPW who both denied that type of thing ever happened and said they've never heard of her having creative control. Beyond that, a source familiar with both said she hasn't turned down losing because losing hasn't even been broached. Both companies had plans to push her heavily. Do you think Moné has creative control, or is AEW merely trying to build her up with a strong win record? Let us know in the comments below. Jeff Cobb debut imminent? It looks like former New Japan Pro Wrestling talent Jeff Cobb's WWE debut is coming sooner rather than later. The 42-year-old strongman had a distinguished career in Japan and in smaller American promotions, including Ring of Honor, which has some fans eager to see how WWE will use him. WrestleVotes has an update on Cobb's debut. The hotly rumored and much anticipated WWE debut of Jeff Cobb appears to be drawing closer. Sources indicate his name has recently been brought up in creative discussions. Time will tell how it all unfolds. No news or even rumors about which roster Cobb will work on when he debuts. Is Tama Tonga injured? Looks like another injury for Solo Sikoa's team, as WrestleVotes Radio is reporting. So in another little injury bit, we're told Tama Tonga has suffered an injury and will be out of action for an undisclosed amount of time. It'll be interesting to see if this affects Tonga Loa's return, as he was on pace for a mid-summer comeback. However, with his brother and tag partner now shelved, his timetable also remains to be seen. As WrestleVotes suggested, Tama's injury could affect Tonga Loa's return, as it was believed Tonga was close to returning after missing several months following his injury at last year's Survivor Series Men's War Games match. Do you think WWE should wait to bring Tonga back? Rey Mysterio injury update. Good news for Rey Mysterio, as PW Insider's premium elite subscription site is reporting that Rey is already home following his surgery earlier this week. A recent report from WrestleTalk's Connell Rumsey noted, Rey suffered a torn adductor muscle in his match, with him recently announcing he was set to undergo surgery in Birmingham, Alabama. Rey's surgery reportedly went well, but WWE hasn't released a return date. The adductor muscle is located on the side of the hip, and according to different medical sites, it can take 4 to 6 months to recover based on the severity of the injury and other factors. WWE Women's Tag Team titles in jeopardy? What's next for WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez now that Liv is taking time off to appear in the movie Bad Lieutenant Tokyo? Will WWE strip the two, who regained the titles on the Raw after WrestleMania 41, of the belts, or is something else in the works? According to PW Insider, WWE has no plans to change things up with the championship. While Morgan will be gone, PW Insider reports WWE is under the belief that Liv will return in under a month. Consequently, there are no plans to vacate the belts or have someone take Morgan's place. The days when titles had to be defended every 30 days is long over in WWE, and the promotion only seems to bring up this clause for storylines. While this is speculation, it's possible WWE wants to capitalize on Morgan's role in the film by promoting her as a women's tag team champion. You may recall past rumors that WWE put the belts on Judgment Day's female wrestlers with plans for a long push. If so, then there's no need to take the belts off when Liv will only be gone less than a month. What do you think of WWE keeping the belts on Liv and Raquel? Bad news for Nikkita Lyons? Last but not least, is NXT superstar Nikkita Lyons being demoted? Some fans began asking this after Lyons tweeted, "Ooh, I'm listening, Stevie Turner. I'm gonna stop by Evolve, bless you with Big Cat Kita's presence, and see what all this buzz is about." It's unknown how long Lyons will work in Evolve, but it's important to remember that other NXT superstars are in Evolve, and there's a case to be made that WWE is using them to add star power. While that may not be the case with Nikkita, who has had her fair share of injuries, at least she hasn't been sent to WWE legends and future greats. There you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time, back for some more wrestling content.
So are there like 3 developmental brands? Evolve, LOG, and NXT? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna get into